I'm Dick Wolfley, and this is Art Smith. This is Hot Stuff, and we talk about the hottest products out there. And today, Art, you notice he does not have a beard.
I do not.
Why would that be?
Well, first of all, never in my life, nunca en la vida, have I had facial hair. I've never done that. But last November, I decided, all this no shave November stuff, I said, I'm going to go ahead and let it grow for a while. And I did.
Yep.
And
it looked just like this.
it did. So I let it grow for a little while, and then I noticed something. I've been shaving with those typical safety razors, and it's not very good for trimming around facial hair.
Right.
It's good if you have like a 1 or 2 day growth, a 5 o'clock shadow, you want to clean it up. But when it gets a little bit thicker and you're trying to, tighten it up a little bit, it doesn't work so well. And I thought, what can be done about this? How am I going to fix this issue without going to some crappy electric razor?
Right.
Because I don't understand the whole electric razor thing.
I can't use an electric razor. It just tears my skin out.
They've never worked for me. So I thought, back to the basics. I thought, hey, I'm going to take a little bit of advice from Dick's history. When Dick was a teenager, they still used sharpened stones to shave. But that didn't work either.
That was when I was an adult.
But if you remember back in the day, going back to the 50s, 60s, even the 70s, a lot of people used a double-edged razor. Gillette made history with those razors. And I thought, well, this whole thing...
But where would you get one of those? I mean, they don't even exist anymore, do they?
Actually, they do. I looked online. I found this really cool company called Phoenix Shaving.
Yes.
And they have a website, phoenixshaving.com. What they call their stuff, though, is artisan accoutrements.
Okay.
And they take their shaving very seriously. So we talked about the product a little bit, and they sent me this really cool box.
Right.
Which says bakelite on it.
Is there anything in the box?
There is. Do you remember bakelite? Back in the 50s, they used to make like radios out of them and stuff, that kind of funky plastic.
Yeah.
Well, this company decided to go back with that kind of retro feel and make a razor out of bakelite. And not only did they make it out of bakelite, but they chose to do it in a color called oxblood.
Yeah.
So it's not black or white or some boring tortoiseshell color. It's a really cool oxblood. And this is what they call the open comb slant. So when you look at it at an angle,
it looks crooked.
It actually looks a little crooked. It looks like there's something. But the reason for that is it provides the perfect angle for shaving to the contour of your face.
Oh.
So when you're shaving with it, the blade isn't square, it's tilted.
This doesn't do that.
Yeah, that doesn't do a lot of things. But it's a very lightweight product. Bakelite is super strong and super light, and it's a great feel in your hand. This one in particular was fashioned after a vintage 1930s German razor. So in the 30s, the Germans came up with a design like this.
Right.
You can still find them if you hunt like eBay or something for a couple $100.
Wow.
This one I think is under $20.
This cost $1.
That did not cost $1. So the classic design, the open comb slant, gives an incredible shave.
So you used this to trim while you still had the beard?
Right. And then when I decided to get rid of the beard, I didn't have to go through this process of clipping and trimming and whatever and then shaving later. That blade will slice through anything. So it's a great feel. It's kind of like, you know how the resurgence of people going back to a barber instead of a hair salon? It just feels different.
Yeah.
You get somebody using a straight razor to clean the back of your neck and sideburns and stuff. And it's kind of like that. It puts you back in touch with the whole concept of shaving. And even if you don't want to do it every day, it's a great way on the weekends to kind of take your time.
So how do you get blades for this?
You can order them online. I'm sure you could probably find them at Walmart. It's a standard double-edged blade.
Oh, it's just a double-edged razor blade?
So the handle screws off like that.
Yeah.
and then this top part comes apart, and you put your blade right in there. And it's a basic double-edged blade, so you can find them almost anywhere. But you can order them online, phoenixshaving.com. They have a selection of blades available as well.
Do they do anything else besides the blades?
This
And
is their
and the
aftershave.
razors? Oh,
And
aftershave,
it's
cool.
aftershave and cologne. And they have a variety of different scents there, too. It smells great. Can you smell it?
I can.
And you splash a little on. It gives you that invigorating feeling after you've shaved.
Yeah.
Closes up your pores. Nice and fresh. Gives you a little hint of fragrance. So, great company, phoenixshaving.com. And you can find all kinds of shaving stuff there. Kind of get back in touch with a little bit of history.
Yeah.
And you can...
And
It shaves really well, smooth as a baby's butt. Although I do not know.
Nah.
Do you know who it was that first decided they should go around touching babies' butts to see if they were smooth? Whose idea was that anyway?
that was an idea. I just thought it was a saying, you know?
Well, but it had to be an idea.
Yeah, okay. So where'd that come
I have
from?
no idea.
You don't.
So why
But
don't you
know
look it up
everything.
before the next episode of Hot Stuff?
And on Hot Stuff, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna go out and we're gonna find lots more stuff to see what we can talk to you about someday in the future on Hot Stuff.